What is good, guys, man? Thank you for tuning back into the channel, man. If you're new, make sure you hit that sub button down below to be notified for every single video that I drop, man. And as y'all can see by the title, man, he said he'd rather die than work a 9 to 5. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want to die. Let's just make that clear right now. But you know, as far as a 9 to 5, if your job is that bad, get up out of there. That's how it sounds. Jeffrey Dahmer in the flesh. Oh my gosh. But anyway, man, look, let's go ahead and get into the video, see what he's talking about, man. Because it sounds very, very, very real, what he's saying. He said he'd rather get out of here. So let's get it.
Welcome back to another video journal. I did a video like this not too long ago. Today I had a work meeting, and it was the most... I have never felt this much dread in my life before. And I don't know, it got to a point where I was like, we were talking about how we're all excited for our vacation. That's all people talk about at work, waiting for vacation. They live to wait for vacation. I said, you know, I only have 2 weeks of vacation, and like, it's 10 days. That's all you get. You work your whole year to give your time and your soul to someone else to help build their company, and in exchange you get 10 days. Ooh. So it's like, wow, you're the rest of the time you're just slaving.
Now, he telling some truth, man. Like, we work probably a whole 365 days, and all you get is 10 days of vacation, man, which sucks. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I always scream, like, really figure out, like, what you want to do in your life so you can be able to quit your 9 to 5 job. And I know some people don't care about working 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, like, you know, just working a 9 to 5, waking up every day, you know, getting up on somebody else's time. You actually are working for somebody else's schedule and whatnot. And at the end of the day, like, outside of your job, you should be working towards your dreams and your goals and stuff like that, so you can get to where you need to be, make your own schedule, whatever the case may be. And it don't matter how long you work for a job. I seen this video where somebody worked at Burger King for like 30 years, and they gave him a keychain, some candy, a free movie ticket. Like, I mean, they don't care, you know. As long as you working for somebody and you making that company look good, they don't really care. 10 days of vacation. Man, I know where you're coming from, though. Let's get back into it, though.
Away, like, for a company, and then you get 10 days. Ooh. And he said, yeah, welcome to the real world. But you're still young. You've barely started in this career. You've only been doing it for about 3-4 years now. You know, and maybe in a few years, in 3-4 years, you'll have 3 weeks. And then, you know, when you're like that other guy, and he pointed to a colleague, he said, well, you know, you'll, after 15 years of working, you'll get 4 weeks. He's about to get 5. What? So you're telling me if I slave away and I give all my time to someone else, and all the other disadvantages that come with having a 9 to 5, well, more 8 to 5 because my lunch isn't paid. You're telling me I can get 20 days? Ooh. Really? You know, the worst part is exchanging time for money. There's commute. If you have your own company, you can deduct your commute to work, right? As an employee, you're taxed before you get the money, so you can't deduct anything. So people think like you're supposed to do this. This is because you're taught this in school. You're taught this from family, from friends. It's like you're supposed to do this. This is the only way. I said this in my other video. The only time like I'll recommend a traditional path is if you've got something that makes you happy, that you want to achieve. I know someone who wants to become a lawyer because that's what they want in life, and that's their meaning to live. Some people want to be a teacher. Some people want to be a doctor and save lives. Then do it. Do that. But I can't. Get taxed the hell out of what you make before you even make it. Whereas if you have your own company, if you're smart with that money, you can make that money grow before you pay taxes at the end of the year. So you win. Plus, money's worth less as time goes on. So that tax amount you need to pay, it's worth less later. So it's better to pay it later than immediately. When you get taxed before your salary, that's when you lose the most. And then you're left with nothing. Because the moment you quit your job, like I quit tomorrow, there's nothing left. You haven't built up something for yourself that you keep for yourself. You work all this time, you leave, and that's it. They're thankful you did it for them, but you're left with nothing. They're not going to be like, hey, for all the hard work you did, you know, we're going to pay you a monthly salary of like 10% of what you earned total, just to like keep you.
But while you working for somebody, man, you gotta live below your means, man. You know, I found myself for years and years and years not living below my means and not being able to save money, you know what I'm saying? And when you are working for somebody, if you want a future for yourself, instead of working for a company, you have to save your money, live below your means. Save your money up so you can create your own business, get a food truck or whatever the case may be. Invest your money in other things so your money can triple and grow it. Then you can have your own company. You ain't got to worry about working for somebody else. Because if you just out here just spending your money reckless and not really just thinking about where your money is going, you're gonna be old and still working. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to do that. So while you're young, if you're young watching this video right now, man, invest your money, save your money, you know what I'm saying? So by the time you get 33 like I am, you have a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? I'm still young, but it's like you gotta start now, you know what I'm saying? Some of these jobs, a lot of these jobs are closing down, so it's getting scary out here. And I be telling people like social media is the wave. You get paid off of this, man. You know what I'm saying? If you, like you said, if you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, if that's something that you are inspired to do and passionate about doing, kudos to you. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're passionate about. A lot of people are not passionate about waking up, going to work for somebody else. A lot of people are passionate about being an entrepreneur and really getting out here, getting it themselves. Because anytime I wake up, I like doing my job. You know, I'd rather, get on the road and, do deliveries and stuff like that. I like my job. But at the end of the day, I still rather, you know what I'm saying, have my own business, you know what I'm saying, and figure it out for myself, but you gotta work until you get to where you need to be, you know what I'm saying. But I understand exactly where he's coming from in this video. But let's get back into it though.
Going, no, it's over. My colleague, when I told him it's really depressing, he says, yeah, well, you don't think about it because then you'll want to die, but you get older and you learn to suppress the feeling. So is that life? Is that what life's supposed to be? Learn to suppress the feeling of wanting to die? That's not nice. I'm happy. I'm not a sad person. I have big ambitions, big dreams. Working for someone else and thinking it's the only way is wrong. And I can't do it. I know a lot of people in the comments will be like, well, then prove it. Or, yeah, well, you just need to accept it. I think that's just the consensus. People say, you just need to accept it. That's what my colleagues were saying. You just need to accept that's normal life. Because that's what they've been told. I'm sorry, maybe I dream in color, but I'd much rather do.
See, a lot of people don't think like him. We are programmed to think that we're supposed to work for somebody all our life. When you think like a person like him, outside of the box, with a big mindset instead of a little mindset, you can get farther in life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't think big. They just think very, very, very small. A lot of people don't believe in themselves, and that way they don't believe in somebody else's dreams and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So for him personally, he need to get himself away from those people and get around some big dreamers, some big things, the ones that's out here doing it, because you don't need people around you that will try to steer you the wrong way. Oh, you can't do this. Oh, you can't do that, and blah blah this and that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people out here getting it, and a lot of people didn't believe in those people when they was really doing the work behind the scenes. Like, and now they want to come around and stuff like that because they seen it and done it. That's why I say you gotta get yourself away from small-minded people and get yourself around people that think big outside of the box and really know that anything is possible with God. Anything is possible with God. You put that work in, God said, man, faith without actions is dead. If you put some action behind that faith, man, you can get to wherever you need to be. I don't care how long it takes. I guarantee, as long as you put that work in and you working towards it gradually every day and being consistent in what you're doing, you're going to get there, man. So I like what he's talking about. Not many people think like that. It's a lot. It's like 1% of people that think like that. A lot. You rather watch somebody live how they live. Oh, I wish I had this, I had that. But you sitting back in the bed watching all the movies and YouTube and stuff like that. But you ain't getting up and going to do it. They had to put in the work. You got to put in the work. Let's get back into it.
That, then black and white. I don't care about money. I want time. 10 hours every day is gone. that no, it's never been about the money. I don't care about money. Cut my salary in half. I don't care. I want control over time. I'm at the office and there's no work left to do, and it's 3 p.m. and you do this, waiting for 5 p.m. to come, and you feel your soul slipping away, like just wasting away. School teaches you that failure is a bad thing. The moment you go to school, you're told an F, you fail, it's bad. Failure is taught like you fail once, it's over. You have to restart. It's done. That's not true. Failure is a part of life. It's important. How do you learn to skate? You fall. How do you learn to ski? You fall. You get back up. That's what's important. Failure is not a bad thing. Thomas Edison did not fail 1,000 times. He found 1,000 ways not to make a light bulb. It's not important. I'm not gonna let failure be a deterrent. Anyways, that's all.
I absolutely agree with everything this guy has said. One important thing that stuck out to me, he said he don't care about money, cares about time. Well, you know what? I care about both. You know, I like to have a balance between both. I want money and I want time at the same time. Yes, we spend 10 hours to 12 hours a day a job, wasting our life away, working a 9 to 5, bro. Like, yes, you feel like, man, what is my life, bro? This is all I do. Come home, get 8 hours, go to bed. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, what do you do for the rest of your time? You know what I'm saying? And that's why, you know what I'm saying? I was born different, you know what I'm saying? I was always born like I can do whatever I put my mind to, and it's going to always be that way, you know? And I learned from my mistakes, and then I know on this journey I'm on right now, oh man. So a lot of y'all guys out there, man, that is working these 9 to 5s and stuff like that, and there's nothing wrong with that, but at the end of the day, you know, you working 12 hours or something like that. Use the rest of your 24 hours to put in towards your dreams, you know what I'm saying, your goals, you know. And put yourself around people that's like-minded like you know what I'm saying, and put God first in front of all your dreams, man. But I absolutely agree with this dude. Besides them Jeffrey Dahmer glasses he got on, I don't like those glasses. But listen, man, at the end of my videos I always say stay inspired, stay motivated, stay grinding. Until next video, I'm out of here. Peace.